Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Thursday, December 17th, 2020. We're in our 39th week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu, stay at home, avoid people craziness. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees Celsius. Humidity is at 62%. Which isn't bad. Anyway, the other day I got asked something about what did I want for Christmas or something to that effect. And I don't know, Christmas is pretty open. But I thought I would go ahead and do my shopping cart on Amazon. So I went into Amazon and pulled out 40 out of the 500 or so things I have waiting on my list. Items saved for later. Yeah, right now there's still 457. So picked out the top 40 or roughly 40, more or less. I shouldn't say top 40, but 40 of the things I had on there that I will eventually probably most likely buy. Some of the ones that are left, I'll do when I go on shopping. I'll look for one thing and then compare prices and sizes and yada yada yada. So I'll save all of them, and I don't always delete all of them. So there's some stuff on there that was like tripled and whatever. But anyway, so yeah, these total these 40 items is like $2,100. Anyway, let me change this camera's view setup, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, I think that's about as balanced as I'm going to get it. So 40 items from my Amazon cart. This is just Amazon. I didn't even go into Wish or anything else. 4-piece night light, driving lights, front and rear. I have a set of 2 that I picked up a while ago. I still haven't put on either of the vehicles. So, but the 4 would be nice at some point. Security camera with night vision. Not totally necessary, but it would be nice to have that sticking outside and feeding to my computer. This switch panel thing would be for my batteries. There's that one point is just a 12-volt, regular 12-volt lighter socket. Then it's got 2 USBs. It shows you the voltage, and then an on-off switch. That was a possibility here coming up. 8-inch. I got a glare right in the middle of that screen, don't I? Wonder what that's from. Okay, 8-inch Bolo blade. I've got a couple of machetes. I just kind of like the shape of this one. That's one of them. It's like, if I have a little bit of extra money and I'm making an order, I'll come in and I'll pick up something like that and throw it in. These type batteries are kind of cool. The USB rechargeables, AA, and you just plug it into a USB port and recharge your battery. So they're cool, but if you need 3 or 4 of them recharged, then you need 3 or 4 USB ports. So, not totally practical. And for $23, I can get a whole lot of other rechargeable batteries. Men's classic Turkish bathrobe. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it gets chilly around here. So, again, $55. Yeah. I can throw on a sweatsuit almost as quickly as that. Hooded cape. I think I was looking at this around Halloween time. But, I mean, I'd take it even right now. It's, I'd probably wear that. $27. It's another one of those things. It's like, maybe if I'm, going through. Now, this is a cool knife. High carbon steel. It's kind of a chopper blade. So, yeah, I kind of like that one. $35 for a wild turkey. That's a bit expensive, but I don't know. It's kind of a cool blade. I don't know that I would ever have any real use for it, but it's a cool looking blade. And sometimes that's the only thing I need to go on. Mora knives. I like a lot of the Mora knives. They're all pretty cool. 4.1 inch stainless. They're full tang knives. For what they are, they're really great knives. $17 on Prime. The sheath, it has a thing on the back where it attaches to a button or clips over your belt or whatever. So more knives are pretty cool, and they come in all different colors. This one goes back up to the cleaver, the wild turkey cleaver. This is a similar design by Gerber. It's a little less expensive. Excuse me. It's also a little bit smaller. Again, I'm not 100% sure I would ever have a use for it. I mean, yeah, okay, it might be nice out on the trail or out, camping to cut up an onion or whatever, but I can use my pocket knife for that. This is a fairly recent addition to my cart. This is Fabrication Foam. Comes in different thicknesses, etc. That's a pretty good size sheet for $22. Don't really need it right now. Excuse me. But, it's in there in case. This one is kind of cool. I just started hearing about this. Excuse me. Foam clay. This stuff actually becomes just like the foam rubber that I was in the previous video, in the previous shot. But this is kind of moldable, and then when it dries like the foam. So easily cut and mold and sanded and whatever. So that one's a real possibility. I might this one's on the will be on the short list. $15. So yeah, that'll be, like I said, on the short list. Washable adhesive tape. This is it's a silicone stick anywhere kind of adhesive. I've got a roll of it. I'm almost out of it. It really does work very well. It sticks to almost anything, and it sticks really well. So that's another one that'll be on the short list. If not, if not my next order, then one of the soon-to-be orders. This is one that's been hanging around in my cart for a while. This is a hand-powered leather sewing machine. Now, I do a lot of or did a lot of leather work. I haven't really done any since I moved in here, and all my stuff got packed away and I can't find it. But this would make it so much easier than hand sewing. And it's like $100, $150. Sometimes you find them on sale. So yeah, that's another one that's been sitting in my cart for a while. Maybe one day. Every time I go to save up for it, I figure out something else. Kind of like this one. This is a cool little stove. Little wood stove. Supposed to be used in a tent. But it's got other possibilities. I mean, I can't use it here in the mobile home because I got a huge tree over top me. I can't put in a wood burning fireplace. So again, that's another one that's been kicking around for a while. CO2 Powered BB Gun. Just because that one's kind of cool. I mean, I've got a fair number of pellet pistols and rifles. And at $77, yeah, that one's going to be sitting there in my box, in my cart for a while. Smith & Wesson 7.5-inch high carbon. I've got one similar to this. It's a very nice knife to carry in a bag. In fact, I think that's where it is at the moment. The one that I have is in one of my bags. $16. It's a very nice backup knife. So I may buy another one or two of those. They come in different. They have different colors and whatever. Slingshot Ammo. This is hard clay. This is another one that's on the short list. $17. You know, 1,800 shots. That's a good deal. And it's biodegradable. They're clay. So this is another one that's been in my box, in my cart for a while. I keep thinking about it. It's a conversion for an electric bike. I think you have to buy batteries along with this. So this is $190. Then you're talking probably another $100 in batteries. So again, this is one that's been sitting for a while. Well, here it is down here. You have the kit, and then 3 of the batteries, 3 12-volt batteries for 36 volt. That's $63. And then the charging jack is another $9. So the total for this package is $263 and change. So again, that's another one. It's like I start saving for it, and then like, I'd rather have this other thing right now, and I'll start saving for this again, and yeah, that's what happens. This one is going to go back on the short list. It got tucked away. It was way, way, way back down in the cart. So this one needs to. This one needs to come up to the forefront and be one of the next purchases, fill-in purchases. Again, with the slingshots, these are steel, not as biodegradable as the clay, but they're a little bit more effective on some targets. So, and you have to be proficient in using them. I carry, I don't know, I've got maybe 100 in my bag with my slingshot. So, but yeah, these are $11, and doesn't say how many come in the bottle. I don't know. I guess that's 500 come in a bottle, maybe. Cool, rubber band gun. Anyway, right now I don't need it, but it's in my list in case I do. And for $11, you know, it's another one of those, throw it in on top of something else. This has been floating around in there in my cart for a while too, at $50. I have a couple of these chargers or similar. They look like this. By themselves, they take a long time to charge by solar. Maybe with the solar panels, they wouldn't take as long. But, you know, right now I've actually got a solar panel and a house battery hookup that I can charge the main battery off of the solar and then charge these off of the main battery. It doesn't do me any good if I'm out hiking, but I don't intend to do that anyway, so. It's another thing. I mean, if I get the gumption, then I'll buy it. It's just not a priority. This is another one of those knives that I just like the shape of the blade. I don't think it's very heavy. I mean, it's a $23 knife or machete, so it's not high dollar. I'm not real crazy about the handle. It would have to be wrapped or something. But yeah, the blade itself is just kind of it's got a neat look to it. So $23, yeah, that's one of those possibilities. Scrolling through and saying, yep, I'm going to grab that. Oh, 36 volt, 800 watt brush motor. Excuse me. Now I have a small scooter. The motor isn't big enough to haul my fat butt around. And this is another one I would have to get the batteries to go with it. So, you know, we're talking another $70 or so on top of this. So we're up to, what, 140, and then the charging thing. So, you know, we're talking probably $150 by the time you're done. Wires and everything else. So, here's one that's a 48 volt. That would require even more battery power. So, 1,000 watt. That would probably move my fat butt. So, anyway, that one's sitting and waiting. That's another possibility. We'll see. $20 12 volt. Oh, excuse me. This one's been kicking around for a while too. I've got a 50 watt panel for that price. So I'm not sure why I put this one in. Maybe this was one that I had saved and went with the other one. But even a 20 watt, this would go nice on the dashboard of the van. So another possibility. This is one that I really, really want. Again, well, really, really want, but never save up enough money for it. I mean, it's $350. This is a arrow shooter. The arrow slips over a tube inside the barrel, and then it shoots the arrow. It's air powered. It's yeah. just cool. Again, $350, not something I'm going to buy. I'm going to be buying anytime soon. This is something that I keep. I throw these in all the time with purchases. I love these little solitaires. Just a one AAA battery, a little mag light. They throw a lot of light. They're very, very hardy. They don't have a push button, so they don't usually turn on in your bag or in your pocket. I've actually been thinking about getting 2 of these and adding into the helmet that I'm designing. I'll probably go with the cheaper way, but these Dremel cutoff wheels, this is something else. I mean, these are some of the better types of cutoff wheels. Right now, I don't need them, so they're still sitting in the cart. $15. I've got a diamond cutter somewhere in my Dremels that works really good. So again, that's another one of those. It's like if I need a filler, then I'll throw that in. Back to solar panels. This one's at $46, $45 thereabouts. This is a 21 watt foldable, which is the one thing I like about it, because this will slip into, you know, a day bag or whatever. And if you're, you know, down at the beach and your battery runs down or your phone runs down, you can charge right off of this. And so yeah, this is one that's kind of up there on the top of the list, but $45, it's, you know, not super high priority. This one's just cool. This kind of all folds up. Let's see if it shows a picture of it. No. It figures. It all collapses down. It's a foldable grill. And it's cool. You know, if that's what you need or what you want. I like the look of it. I don't know that I have any real need for it. I've got a charcoal cooker, a charcoal grill in the van. I've got one in the brat buggy too. So, you know, at $27, yeah, that just kind of sits there in the cart. Round griddle, you know, kind of goes without saying. It's great for cooking hamburgers and stuff like that. So this is another one. It's kind of like, you know, up there on the list, but it's not a real need. Just kind of a, you know, maybe one day I'll just decide I'm going to go for it. You know, $17. I don't see it very often at like Walmart or something like that. So. This is a Tarp or Sunshade. It's 8x8 for $29, roughly $30. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of expensive, I think, for what it is. I can use plastic tarps and be very satisfied. I can buy 3 or 4 tarps for the price of this one. So. This is a cool kit for a Craftsman. I like the stock on this. I've got one of the original pistols. In fact, it just had it rebuilt. Very accurate, very powerful. I like the stock. So, again, $85. Yeah, I like it. It probably won't be anything I'll buy tomorrow. All right, let's go. Click out. There we go. "14-inch portable widescreen TV." I mean, I was looking at tablets and TVs and whatnot to go in the van. I don't know. This one is battery powered. It's kind of bulky for $120. It's a possibility. It's one I'm thinking on. I haven't pulled the trigger on. There's so many other things that I could go with. Here's another one down here. It's on sale. What, $119? That's not bad. Huh. Add that one back to the cart. No, I don't want the protection plan, thank you. See, that's what happens. Now I've got 2 of these things on my cart. All right. Diamond plate toolbox. I saw something a while ago. The guy had 2 of these mounted on the back of his van. And like the door opens down. You can use it as a table, like to cook on or whatever. And I thought they'd be cool, but I don't think they'll work on the back of Sherry because of the way the door is configured. The way the door latch is. I wouldn't be able to, might not be able to open the door. So I may go with one and just go on the driver's side back door, but I don't know if that's going to look weird. I mean, not that 2 of them isn't going to look less weird, but it wouldn't be symmetrical, I guess. So I'm not sure I want to go with that look. And at $102 a piece, yeah, it's not something I really, really need at this point. Just something that I think would be cool, and yeah. The SOG Tomahawk, just, that looks wicked cool. It really does. That's my main thing with that. Almost $60. I see a couple of them. I think there's one at Home Depot, somewhere around the same price. I keep looking at them. It's like, yeah, it'd be really nice, but you know what? I've already got a small hatchet and whatnot in the truck, so I don't do it. It's kind of the same thing with this. This is a nice little tomahawk. It's only $27. So, I mean, that one's the kind of, yeah, maybe-ish. So's that one. That one's kind of cool looking. But that's, again, we're up in the price now. That's $47, 46 and change. It's kind of cool. How practical is it? I don't know about chopping wood. It'll hurt a zombie. All right, we're getting to the end here. This is kind of cool. This table, the top rolls up, and then the bottom all folds up into a tiny little, into a nice little package. But it's not very tall. It'll sit next to your chair, which is, that's okay. But it's not like a cooking height. So for $34, $35, yeah, that's why it's still just sitting in my cart. I've got a couple folding tables already. They take up a little bit more room, but they were a whole lot cheaper, and yeah, like free cheaper. And then the last one, this one kind of goes along with the tablet idea for the back of the van. And I got this idea from another YouTube channel where they were showing off their van, and they had this type system. They were using this part here with it stuck into the, it was, you know, attached to the wall, and then this held their tablet, which looks like a really cool idea. So, but then, you know, again, it would go along with the tablet, and this is $26. Maybe if I go with the tablet, then I'll go with this. Right now, I don't know. My phones kind of work. I've got my 7-inch tablet, so again, this is just, you know, a maybe. So, anyway, that's it. That's the end of that. I mean, like I said, down here you see 460 items saved for later. This is 3 of the SOG throwing axes. It's actually not a bad price, but these are the heads are a lot less sturdy. 200 or 20,000 milliamp power bank. I've got 2 of these already, but that price, they're really, that's a really good price, and may even be reduced. No, all right. But I really like these. They fit nicely into my pouch, and they'll charge my phone 2 or 3 times, so they're nice to have. But give me a second, and I'll be right back with y'all. Well, there you go. A little bit of my eclectic tastes. You know, things, goals or semi-goals or whatever. I mean, some of those things are really way out of my price range. And they're more like luxury items, like the air-powered arrow gun. You know, I mean, it's $350. That's nice. There's other self-protection items that are less expensive that I would probably buy before I buy that. But, you know, again, it's something that's, maybe if I hit the lottery or something like that, it'd be one of the first things I would jump on. You know, some of the other things are the same way. They'd be nice. They're not really necessary at the moment. The electric bike would be kind of cool. You know, they're converting the scooter that I have. Again, you know, $150, $200. I could probably go out and buy a decent scooter for that kind of money. But again, you know, probably won't do either. So it's just the way it goes. But I just thought it might be a cool way to do a video. There's really no other thing behind that other than, you know, maybe a cool video. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever did y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have links in the description box, wherever that is on your device of choice. I also have links to similar videos, although I don't know if there are any similar videos. And you'll find my email, my snail mail, all that good stuff. So, yeah, if you love what's nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Till I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slotchy, y'all. The sticker washed off. Bye-bye.